we will talk about how to grow your leads and sales in Q4 using an online sales funnel. Just a few words about us. So today we are our hosts. So my name is Aida and I'm a marketing director at SaleSqueze, and I'm helping our outdoor living solution customers in building online sales funnel. And today with me is also Olga.
Hi, everyone. I'm Olga. I'm a consultant on configurators for outdoor living solutions here at SaleSqueze. And really happy to see the chat really booming with a lot of responses. So I think I already asked this question at the very start, but feel free to let us in the chat about how your sales are going when the end of the year approaches. So if it's slowing down, if all is regular, casual business, let us know. It will be really useful to get some insight into that.
Yeah, I'm also very wondering if, the Q4 is off season. Can you maybe just share yes, no in the chat so we know how are you doing? I hope we will see no, a lot of answers, but no for us, Italy Q4 is good. So this is very nice that you are already working very good. When I was doing the research on the outdoor living solution, and I talked with a lot of outdoor living solution sellers, I got the feeling, I got the feedback that the Q4 is the off season. And and this was a bit, of course, it was a bit obvious to me, but I have a very good news for you. That market dominant companies are not experienced off season. And today we are here, so Olga and me will share how our customers are achieving great results also in the off season. But first of all, let's just take a look what is market domination. And I think it's easier to explain what is market domination if we just search for a Google Trends, and then here I search for a keyword pergola in France, and you see I took 1 year time slot, so from October last year to October this year. And so if you see the demand is very high in the summer months, which I think is very obvious and is very it makes sense, and the low season it's starting in September, and here in December, October to December is very low. And this blue line represents how much searches was there for pergola in France. And we can also say this showcase the demand of the pergola in the France. And if you want to be a market domination company, you really have to align how many quotes you send out. You have to align this with the market demand on the market. So if you have, if you're sending out a lot of quotes also in this time of the year, you're a market dominant company. So of course, the Q4 is a slow season, but if you're very good positioned on the market and if you have online sales funnel working, you will capture all the demand that is on the market. And very similar example is also for the garden room in the UK. You see it's not that big difference for pergolas, but you see here in the summertime, here is May, the demand is quite high, so you send out a lot of inquiries. But here in October, the demand is decreasing. So if you want to be, if you're looking to be a market leader on your for the garden room in the UK, you really have to capture all the demand that there is, because demand it decreases here, but the demand is still here. So if you have a very good tools that you can capture this demand, this is when you become the market leader. And I have another example for the verandas in UK. It's a very similar example. So the demand is decreasing here. We have January, and the top demand is in summertime. So I would say that Q4 is a bit slower season, but if you're having the right tools, it can be very good season for you. And today you know that we will share some insight how our outdoor living solution customers are achieving amazing results throughout the whole year and are market dominant. I would just at the beginning like to share you a few examples. So first of all, we have a modular house seller from Switzerland. So this is their configurator that they are using, but the most important is what the results are they achieving. So they went out with this solution from the beginning. So this company just started working in this year, and they just started everything with their online sales funnel. And 1 month after the launch, they got 40 inquiries already, and the 40 quotes were sent out. Just have in mind that this was no brand name before, so it's new to the market, and just with this online sales funnel, they really started to generate a good traction. So if you're a well-established company on your market, this number can be much, much higher. But just to get a feeling, what can you do in just 1 month with, like just establishing your brand on the market? And this is a testimonial from Alex from Full House. And then then we have another example. This is a carport seller from Slovenia. So they're a bit more, they're very good established brand in Slovenia, and they started with using this online sales funnel. And just in 4 months from the launch, they received a lot of inquiries, like a bit less than 2,000. The quote generation went up by almost 500%. And what's most important, the sales went up 40%, which is amazing result. Just 4 months after the launch. So they were very happy with the result. And also important thing, they saved 50 minutes per inquiry. So also, they also did some time saving, because they started to receiving a lot of inquiries, and quote preparation just took a lot of time. So it's very important that they also saved a lot of time in inquiry processing. And then we have another example. This one is a fan seller from Slovenia. They're also a good established brand. And when they implemented this online sales funnel, they saw 40 times more inquiries that were automatically converted to the quotes. And they also experienced a lot of time saving in quote preparation. So before they used around 40 minutes to prepare a quote, and now they're using just 5 minutes. So this is a huge, huge, huge saving in time. And I think that our assistant Emma just posted those case studies in the chat. So if you would like just to learn more, you can check the chat and read more on our website. So as I mentioned a few times, how our customers are achieving those amazing results. So the secret lies in an online sales funnel. So today I will present this online sales funnel on a case of a tiny houses. But just have in mind that this is also applicable for other products. I will showcase this a bit later. But before we dive in, I would just like to maybe share you a few benefits of a online sales funnel, because this is not just beneficial for your sales team, it's also very beneficial for your customers, marketing, and of course the whole business. So for customers, you offer them amazing experience because everything is online. They can really research your products. They can send the inquiry online, so they don't need to talk to sales to just explore your products. And this is a very good experience for them. For the marketing team, they will get a steady stream of high quality leads. So this is both marketing and sales team will be very happy about. For the sales part, of course, the whole process is fully automated. Quotes are automatically generated, so this can increase the efficiency of your sales team by 10%. And also the expansion to the other regions, to the other markets is very easy. So just to make an example, if you're now working selling in France, and you would also like to start selling in Spain, this is very easy, because you can just duplicate whatever you have in France, adapt to the cultural differences like the language and a few other things, and then you have another online sales funnel working in Spain. And also it's easier expansion also to other products. So if you're now selling, for example, pergolas, and you would also like to add verandas, it's simple, because you can duplicate whatever you have for pergolas. Of course, you have adapted to the verandas, product-wise, and then you have another online sales funnel that is working. So this is just a quick overview of the benefits. And as I said, today we will just showcase everything on a case of a tiny houses, but everything is applicable to also other products. And 5 key elements of online sales funnel are ads, landing pages, product configurators, automated quotes, and follow-up. And yeah, everything is applicable, as I said multiple times, for fences, for verandas, for garden rooms, for pergolas, and so on. So if you have like also garage door and so on. So if you have any questions, this is also applicable for your product. Just write in the chat, and at the end we have a Q&A session, and we will answer everything. So yeah, I think it's time we dive into the today's topic. So first one, what we have to cover is advertising. And yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with advertising. And when I was doing a research on your on the outdoor living solution, I saw that majority of you are already doing advertising, which I think is very, very great. I think also the number one source of your leads is also they're coming from advertising. And let's just make it clear what is the goal of the advertising. So the goal of the advertising is that your potential customers click on the ad and that they are redirected to the product landing page. So if you want to achieve this, you have to offer something that they cannot refuse. You have to keep it simple. You have to make sense, and please do not talk just about your company. Don't use words like top rated, 25 years in business, because this is really not that important for your customers. But maybe talk just more what is there for them. When I was doing a research on tiny house and also other outdoor living solution advertising space, I saw that a lot of products are just the same. So here I have just a screenshot of examples of advertisements I found for garden rooms in UK, and all are very, very similar. And then I was diving deep. What's the reason that every advertisement I see is very similar? And yeah, I was also talking with a lot of outdoor living solution sellers, and they told me that they are working with the agencies to do some advertising. And I think this is very great that you already started to work on advertising, that you're working with digital agencies, because yeah, they know everything about advertising. But I think that they have they are lacking the knowledge of the product, they are lacking the knowledge of the customer, so they don't understand your customers. And this is why then all ads are looking the same. I would just like to highlight one example that I think it's not the best ads. So maybe we can just go through the ad, and I would maybe say what's wrong with this ad. So this is the greenhouse seller that is there based in UK, and you see the whole communication is just about the company. So maybe in UK, 100% British made, established over 25 years, family owned company. So here we really don't see anything about what is there for customer. We see a lot of things about the company, and don't get me wrong, I think those things are also very important. So 100% British made, and that you also already established for 25 years. This means that you're very well-established company. But maybe you can change the communication in the advertising just a bit more about what is there for your customer. Because remember, the main point of your advertising is that people click on the ad and then they are redirected to the product landing page. So this is how I would structure the ad for this UK greenhouse. So let's just look at the elements, how I would do the ad. So first of all, UK greenhouse, so that we know from which region, so that they are from which country, from the UK, and what products they are selling. And then the next one, get an instant price. So here I would communicate, I can get a price without talking to the sales, which is very great. And then something that you can really differentiate from your competitors, 0% 24 months financing. Okay, they're offering financing. And if you can offer something like this is like very, very great. I know this is not just something to put in advertising, but this is a strategic decision that your company have to make. But I think something like this, yeah, this is really what can differentiate you from the other competitors. And then here we have installation in 8 weeks. So, okay, that's meaning that fast delivery, fast installation, 10 years warranty. So those are different words to say our products are very quality. So yeah, if you can offer warranty for 10 years, this is like, go to, because this means that your products are very quality. And then the last one is also call to action, get the price now with the greenhouse designer. So yeah, you communicate that your customers can play around with options and get the price. So if we do the before and after, and I think that this ad is the one that people will click on and will be then redirected to the product landing page. So just remember, in your advertising, talk about what is there for your customer and not just about your product and your company. Okay, so this was briefly about the advertising, and the next step is the product landing page. So the goal of the product landing page is that your page visitor makes the next step, and this is send the inquiry. So they can send the inquiry via the inquiry form, they can send the inquiry via, I don't know, telephone, email, or the configurator. But yeah, this is the main goal. And at this point, I would really like to make it clear that product landing page is not the same as your homepage. On your homepage, you are presenting your company, all the products you are selling, and so on. But on product landing page, you should present only the product, one specific product. So for example, if you're selling verandas and pergolas, you should have a dedicated product landing page for each product. So for example, if you're doing advertising for pergolas, then those people should be redirected on the product landing page only for pergolas, because if they are redirected to the homepage, then they have to search through the navigation. And if you have a lot of products, yeah, they maybe can just get lost and maybe just lose the interest, and this is not what you want. And here I have a framework that you can use for your product landing pages that is working very good with our customers. I will just walk you through the few of the elements that you should be using. And yeah, first of all, how to make the best product landing pages, of course, to inform and impress your visitors. So yeah, they just want to make the next step. They just want to send the inquiry for your tiny house, for your fences, for your verandas. And then, and again, do not talk just about you, but talk what is there for them. Of course, all those technical things have to be working okay, so ensure it loads quickly and it works on all devices. And one thing I always suggest to our customer is that they should ask customer testimonials. So I saw that a lot of outdoor living solution sellers are already using this, and I'm super happy that you're all already using this kind of a content. But yeah, people trust people. So those customer testimonials will boost your credibility. And also, if your customers are very happy with your products, they will give you feedback. They will give you feedback with no problem. And then you can also use these customer testimonials not only on your product landing page, but also on your homepage, in your newsletter, social media posts, advertising. So this is really a content you can then share on multiple channels. And yeah, I really suggest that. And then another very important element of the product landing page is call to action. So call to action is the button that they have to click when they are ready to make the next step, so send the inquiry. And here I have a few examples of the call to actions that our customers are using, but you have to test this for yourself because I don't know your audience, and yeah, maybe you can find an idea here and just test those call to actions on your product landing page. But one thing that is very important is that you have to use the same call to action through the whole page. It has to be the same text, the same design, the same color, so that when people decide to do the next step, they are totally sure what to click. And also, I suggest it's not good to have other call to actions on your website. So because this is the only call to action we want to do. So on those product landing pages, the next step is send the inquiry, because we are talking about this funnel. Of course, on your homepage there can be different call to action, but when I'm talking about product landing pages, make sure just to use just one, to use it in the same color, in the same text. And yeah, with this framework that I have prepared, our customers are experienced around 10 to 30% of visitors turn into leads, which I think is a very, very good outcome. And yeah, here today we are at our first bonus. So I was talking about this framework and that I prepared together with our customers. So it's tested on multiple of our customers and it's working very good. And if you would like to get this framework, it's no problem. And Olga will, in the end, share how you can get this framework for free. Okay, and then we are already in our third element of the online sales funnel, and those are visual configurators. So I think that this is the most interesting part of the funnel. But yeah, when I was researching again the outdoor living solution space, I saw a lot of you are already doing advertising, which I think is very nice. A lot of you have very, very good landing pages. But what I was really missing is some kind of more engaging tool to like collect the inquiries, because usually I was just seeing contact form or inquiry forms, and I really have to disappoint you here because inquiry forms, they just don't perform well. Yeah, around only 0.5% of visitors are converted to the leads, which is really not a great result if you consider how much money you spend in advertising, how much effort you spend in like building your products, in advertising, in preparing the landing page. So this is really not the result you probably want. And let's just look at the reason why it is. So people come to your website, they are very impressed about your tiny house, but you have so many options, they are just not sure what to write here. Of course, they know their name, they know their personal contact, but they are just not sure what kind of a tiny house they want because they can't visualize the tiny house, they are not guided through the process. And yeah, maybe this is something people just say, okay, I'm not really sure, so I'm just not gonna send the inquiry. And also, if you receive an inquiry and then inquiry says, oh, I would like a tiny house, okay, this is very great, but then your sales team has to do very extensive research and back and forth communication with your potential customers to really figure out what they actually want. And then the customers then have to wait a few days to get a price estimate. So people are just not very happy to wait that long. And here I have a question for you. So you put really a lot of time and effort into making high quality outdoor living solution. Shouldn't your sales process be just as impressive? And yes, I think your sales process should be impressive. And this is where visual product configurators came into the game. So the goal of the visual product configurators is to turn website visitors in high quality leads. When I'm saying high quality leads, yeah, because you see here it's very small, but we will showcase it's a bit bigger now. So you already can see the price with the configurator. So people who are not like fit with your price because the price is just too big will not send you the inquiry because they already know the price. So this is why you will only get the inquiries that fit are your fit and that they already know the price. And yeah, around 10% of the visitors turn into leads with this kind of a tool, with the visual product configurator, which is 10 times better than the inquiry form. So you get 10 times more outcome from your advertising and from your landing page that you do with the inquiry form. So I think this is a very good result. So you're changing just one element and you get 20 times more outcomes. So this is very nice. And what's the reason of this high conversion is that people are very impressed with the configurators because they're guided through the process, they can visualize the product that they are actually buying, and they can personalize it to their specific need. So maybe we can just take a look at one simple configurator for a tiny house. So yeah, you can see you can change the exterior, the interior, the price is shown here in the left corner, and it's very simple. You see the exterior, interior. You can also see how your kitchen, your living room will look like. So this is much better experience that you have with the inquiry form. So I think Olga will show you a bit more about our configurators later, because now I'm going to jump on the fourth element of the online sales funnel, and this is automatically generated quotes. So yeah, I know that probably a lot of you are spending a lot of time on manually preparing quotes, and then you send out beautifully prepared quote that took you, I don't know, 1-2 hours to prepare, and then you are ghosted. So it's really not a great feeling. And yeah, also when I was researching this space, I found out that when buying pergola, veranda, fence, garage door, tiny house, and so on, people usually do the research on the market, and then they send out from 3 to 5 inquiries, and then yeah, so they will just buy one tiny house, for example, but 5 sales reps have to like do the extensive research and then prepare the quote, and they prepare the quotes, because yeah, people are just like searching the offer, searching for the prices, so they just want to get the feeling of the market. But on the other side, you as a sales representative, you have to really work very hard to prepare this quote. And with our solution, quotes are automatically prepared. And the goal of this step is that leads receive quote as soon as possible. So this can also be a very good differentiation from your competitors. So for example, someone just sends out 5 inquiries, and you are the only one that responds like the minute after. So it's a wow effect for your potential customers, that they already are receiving the quote on their email that is like beautifully designed, and it's in the minute. So this is really good experience for your potential customers. And also on the other side, sales team can really focus on building relationship with customers, not just on preparing quotes, because feedback from our customers were that before they started using our solution, they spend around 60% of their work day preparing quotes. So this is 3 days a week they were just preparing quotes. And now that they're using our solution, they have 3 extra days just to build relationship with customers and to help them when like buying tiny house or pergolas and so on. So a very good time saving, and yeah, you can really then build relationships. I think that relationships are very important also in this industry. And then we are here at our last element, and this is automatically identify ready to buy leads. So I was talking about how people are sending inquiries, and maybe you just have some window shoppers, so they're just interested how much this veranda is costing, but they're not really interested into buying it, but they are just like, yeah, window shoppers. So the goal of this step is to identify who is ready to buy, so that you can really focus on the right leads that you have to turn into deals or to sales. So we prepared one simple framework that you can also use in your process. So first step is to prepare lead qualification question. Then the next step is to develop a scoring system. Then you have to implement lead qualification in your sales process, and then you have to do the follow-up on those leads that are ready to buy. And let's just look at the example. So here's 7 questions that I prepared for a tiny house. You can use these questions, or maybe you can just adapt those questions to fit your business, to fit your needs. But yeah, you ask about the project timeline, you ask about the customization preference, about the budget, and then you develop a scoring system. So for example, the first question was, when do you intend to start your tiny house project? And then we have 3 options. We have immediately, within the next 6 months, and I'm in the early stage of planning. And of course, the ones that will answer immediately, those are your hot leads. Those are ready to buy now, because yeah, they just want this immediately. And you give the points to the answer. So the higher the point, like more they are ready to buy. And you do the same for all the questions that you're having. And then yeah, the higher the score, the more is lead ready to buy. So you know, when you do the sum, you know exactly who to focus on. But yeah, first you have to implement these questions in your sales process. So for example, if you're having configurator, this is very simple, because you can just add those questions at the end before they send the inquiry. But if you're using inquiry form, you can just add those questions on the inquiry form, or do the follow-up email with the survey. And yeah, and then when you are totally sure who is ready to buy and who is not just window shopper, then you have to do some extensive follow-up activities. So you saved a lot of time with quote preparation, and now it's time that you to build a relationship, to do some follow-ups. And what I usually suggest to our customers is that they do some multi-channel campaign. So to use email, to use telephone, and you can also find a lot of free tools to do the email automation if you don't have anything already implemented. But yeah, the campaign really depends on what are your goals. Some of our customers have a goal for direct purchase, but some of them are having the next goal is to go on a site survey, and they are very successful on site survey, so they really want to push for a site survey. So the follow-up campaign also depends on what's your next step in the process. But yeah, follow-up is very important, and salespeople, you should do follow-ups for your potential customers, because this is how you can increase the conversion into the sales. And yeah, I have another guide for you. So in this guide, I prepared how to automatically identify ready to buy leads and how to do the sales follow-up. So in this guide, you will find all the questions, not only for tiny house, but I think they're also for pergola and garage door. And you will actually find the follow-ups that our customers are using in their sales process. And you can just take this out and also try this in your process and see if this is increasing the conversion. And yeah, this was a high overview of the online sales funnel. Please let me know if this was beneficial for you. So yeah, from advertising to follow-up, everything is very important. And yeah, maybe this sounds very intense, so how much things to prepare. But when I was researching your space, I saw that a lot of you were already doing great advertising, that a lot of you already have a great landing pages. So maybe your next step is just to focus on the follow-up. So maybe you can just add a follow-up to your current sales process, and you will see the increase in the conversion. And then, because currently you share with me that is off season for you, maybe you can really start thinking about what will be when there is a peak season. So when you will have a lot of inquiries coming in, and then you will have to manually prepare all of those. So think about how to use some online sales online tools to automate and digitalize the whole process. And this is where visual configurators and automated quote preparation really can help. So maybe be prepared for your top season. And yeah, as now is your low season, it's time to start investing in those kind of a solutions. So I will now give the word back to Olga, so she can share a bit more what we do in SaleSqueze and how we can help you also build your online sales funnel.
Thank you so much, Aida. This has been really insightful and great. Thanks. And thanks everyone for posting in the comments. I've been reading that. Yeah, at SaleSqueze, we help you create visual sales configurators for your products, like Aida mentioned, and we integrate them on your website to convert your visitors into high-quality leads automatically. We also generate instant quotes for them. So customers use these configurators to design and visualize their dream product, whether it's a tiny house or a garage or whatever it is. And they get an instant quote and drawings without having to talk to sales and waste your precious time, which leaves you with enough time to focus on those high quality customers who have more complex projects. Now, there's an AI-powered lead qualification system in the backend behind the scenes that monitors the activity of the customers and notifies you when someone is qualified to buy. Companies use this solution to streamline and automate their sales process, to increase sales, and to introduce an overall better customer experience. So for today, I have prepared just a quick demo for you just to show you how SaleSqueze configurators support, for example, pergola sales. So what you see here is a very simple pergola case. Now I'm going to show you how the customer experience could actually look like. So now I'm in a role of a customer buying a pergola. So I have to pick out what are the features of this pergola that I envisioned. In this case, we can play with the sizes, different ones, but essentially this is up to you, up to the product that you sell, and up to the the features and variations that you offer. So this is fully adjustable. As you will notice, there are just like 5 steps in this process. This is intentional. We don't want to overwhelm your customers with a bunch of varieties and bunch of options. So we make sure to really streamline and create a customer experience that will be beneficial for them and not to kind of overwhelm them. There are plenty of options on each screen, which allows the customer to be fully engaged with what they're doing. So you see, I'm going to add some lights, pick out where I want those lights. And in the next step, you will notice that the price here is well indicated. And with each additional element the customer adds, they see how that is affecting the price. This is, again, up to you, whether you want to show or not disclose the pricing. But this is an option that is proven to be very useful because the customers then can really understand if their selections are affecting the pricing and to which extent. So let's say that I will add a ventilator here. I really like that feature. And yeah, so let's say that I'm ready I'm happy with the product that I've designed, and I see that it will fit my backyard just fine. So it looks really nice. I'm ready to post an inquiry to the manufacturer, to the seller. So the inquiry will look pretty much like this. It has a drawing of a pergola I designed just now as a customer. I see all the important information there, and I see the price. So what I also can check is like the bill of materials, where I see all the elements that have been adding up to the price of my pergola. So if I want to change something and make the price a little more suitable for my budget, I can go back and edit this inquiry. But overall, I'm happy with it right now, and I will continue to post the inquiry to the seller. I will leave my information right here really quickly, and this is it. Now, this form is totally up to you again. Some manufacturers and sellers of complex products ask for more information, like phone number, like the delivery method, like maybe, the position where they want the product to be placed, or whether they want to be contacted by the sales for more information. So you can basically create this form to really suit your process and your needs. When I hit request a quote, I see my full inquiry has been now sent, and now sales team has to prepare the quote. They will contact me back. How that looks for your sales team? They get an inquiry and this really cool dashboard where they can have a very clean overview of everything that's been going on. So I'm just going to open this new inquiry that I received. It's actually a different one, but essentially I will see the product that the customer was interested in. I will see the pricing. I will see the bill of materials needed for our manufacturing, make sure everything really fits the inquiry. And in the next step, I will either be in touch with the customer to let them know all is good, or just prepare a quote and hit send. So it's purely automated to really, really save you a lot of time. They will receive the quote. You can add a note letting them know of any special features they should be aware about, or you will add additional terms or specifics regarding the relationship you will have with them, or maybe you will include a payment link or a bank account where they need to put in a deposit payment. So once you're done, maybe the customer have called you and they have some specific requirements, or they've seen on your website that you're running some special discounts. You can add a discount here additionally. And when you're ready, you just hit continue. Apologies. You will see the email that the customer will receive with a quote. You can add a note, and once you're ready, hit send. So it will be sent to their email address. Now, what the customer needs to do is to confirm this quote, to say, yep, I confirm, I'm happy with it, and you receive a notification about that. You will receive a confirmed quote, which is now ready for production and for the next steps. So as you see, it's like a fully automated process, really, really simple for the customer, but for you as well. Now, maybe, Ida, we can go back to the slides. So what is really important to emphasize here, I've used the pergola case to showcase the features, but this concept really works for any outdoor living solutions, like canopies, garage doors, garden rooms, mobile houses, swimming pools, carports, outdoor kitchens, even fences. So in case you're wondering if this is a solution for you, we've prepared a really quick checklist for you, which can help you with that process. So if you sell complex, customizable products, your leads are expensive or just of poor quality, you're handling quotes and orders in a very manual way, and it takes a lot of time. There's some mix-ups here and there on quotes and pricing, and it's overall hard for customers to visualize what they're purchasing. Your product price is above 500 euros. Chances are this is probably something you'd like to explore. Now, if you want to see how we can help improve your online sales, I invite you to book a free strategy session with me. We can definitely explore the topic together. We will discuss how the visual configurators work and how one could fit into your digital strategy. And you'll also get a really cool and special access to our learning hub. I think Ida mentioned that before. So maybe Ida, just to the next one. Yeah. So thanks for sticking with us. You'll definitely have, you'll definitely have insights into these wonderful materials on the Learning Hub. If you book a free strategy session, there's not plenty of spaces for that. We're pretty overwhelmed, but I guess that I just want to thank you for sticking with us and for being here with us, listening to all the wonderful insights and tactics we've prepared. So as we mentioned at the very beginning, we've set aside some time for the Q&A. And we already see there were some questions. Okay, can we integrate your solution with CRM? We use HubSpot. Absolutely. So SaleSqueze CPQ integrates seamlessly with your existing solutions to ensure there's a really smooth data flow between them and to maintain accurate records across platforms. This is really important. We put a lot of attention to this. Do we have anything else?
We have another one, yeah.
Okay, yes, that looks amazing. What's the pricing? Okay, so yeah, SaleSqueze pricing is pretty standard. There's a setup fee and there's a monthly subscription. Now, the actual price can vary really depending on the scope of the project. So I invite you to explore this with me. I'd be very, very interested to hear what you're up to and what you're doing, and we can figure that out together. You can definitely book a session with me in the coming days, and we can explore the topic deeper. Are there any others?
I don't think we have any others. Someone just commented that they can open the link. So Emma just posted the link in the chat. So Emma from SaleSqueze, and maybe you just have to copy paste the link to book a free strategy session with Olga, so he can just do the research how you're doing now and maybe suggest you, so give you some advice on how to improve. Absolutely. But yeah, I don't think we have any more questions. But yeah, if you have any more questions, please just write them to us via the email. And yeah.
Yeah, I see that Luca also confirmed that the link is down. So Satin there and Luca, we will definitely get back to you on that.
Okay, we have another question.
Can I insert a visualization into a real photo? I think I will need you to explain this a little more. So you're probably referring to insert a configurator visualization into a real photo. This is doable. We already have some experience with that, but I encourage you to get back to us and we can discuss this. Do you have experience with metal rhombo fences? Ida, perhaps you know better from the customers' case studies.
We have fences. I'm not totally sure what rhombo fences is, but we can send you a few examples of what kind of a fence sellers we are already working on. So we will make a note. So we will give you also we have a case study on the fences, and yeah, but our solution can support whatever product you're having. So even though this is a product that we don't have in our within our customers, we can definitely also support a new product.
Absolutely. And I see that, yeah, Florian asked about AR. So for what I know about AR, this configurators do not support AR specifically because the technology is not yet that advanced to really work on different devices. So this is really hard to achieve with the current state of technology. And question, have you worked with garage door producer seller? Yes, we have. I can send you an example after the webinar. Yes, augmented reality. Yeah, I hope that answered the question. Then one more reminder to book a free strategy session. I see that Emma sent a new link, and I'd love to get to know you and your business. Really looking forward to the conversations. So yeah, let's connect. We're looking forward to getting in touch. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much. If you have any questions, just let us know. You can find us also on LinkedIn. You can find us, and yeah, Olga will share you all the information via the email. So she will send you the also the recording of the webinar. So if you might share it with your colleagues. And yeah, thanks for joining, and see you in our next webinar. We have another question. We have another question. So
okay, see, okay, that's done. Can this be used for B2B sales as well as B2C? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. This is something that our system supports really nicely. Let's talk. What the web implementation process looks like. It's very straightforward. I know everyone says that, but it's really simple. You just paste a link from SaleSqueze, and it looks like it's a part of your website.
Yeah, if you're interested how this looks on our website, SaleSqueze.com, we also have a lot of live configurator examples. And this is also something we can include in the email, because I see that you're very interested in the solution. So you can check for other outdoor living solution sellers how they are using our solution and how is this positioned on their website. And I think that these live configurators, it's also already in the chat. Thank you, Emma. But we will also send you via the email. I think that now we are really finished. If any other question pops up, we will of course answer it. But yeah, let's connect on LinkedIn here. Also our email addresses if you have any more questions.